Hi guys, welcome back to our QX sessions. I'm Kathy.
And I'm Ken.
All right, let's get into our today's topic. It's about Yarbo connectivity. Okay, first, so what type of network connectivity does 2024 version of the Yarbo support?
Sure, so Yarbo primarily supports two types of connectivity, Wi-Fi Halow and 4G. So Wi-Fi Halow, you can kind of think of it as a long-range, low-bandwidth solution. That's great for outdoor yards because it covers a very large area. And then we have 4G. So 4G is in the very limited uses that you might go beyond that area, right? So maybe if someone takes Yarbo off your property and you want to have 4G to be able to track Yarbo, users can purchase a 4G service from us. And so the nice part about Yarbo is that it will actually switch back and forth between Halow and 4G seamlessly. So our primary use is Halow because that gives us the biggest area of coverage without the need for a subscription. And then when we don't have that, we seamlessly switch over to 4G.
Gotcha. And what is the role of the data center in the Yarbo's functionality?
Sure, so it really functions as two key roles. The first one is an RTK base station or reference station, and that basically functions as a satellite receiver, so that it has one stationary point, and then it can tell Yarbo exactly where it is in the world. The second kind of key part to that is data transmission, which Halow takes care of, and that's basically it manages all the network connections seamlessly. You can kind of think of it as another Wi-Fi access point, but it uses a special type of Wi-Fi protocol called Halow, and that kind of serves as an extender or a secondary router, and so that'll take care of all the communication.
Gotcha. And then, what are the main difference between the 2023 versions and then 2024 versions of the Yarbo?
Yeah, so there's a couple of key changes. So the first one being the hardware. So the 2024 version has significantly improved the installation process. We've reduced the number of screws. We've brought the connections down to just a single wire, so that power over Ethernet wire. So it's way easier, quicker to set up, it's more user-friendly. Overall, installing the 2024 version is just much simpler, less time-consuming compared to the Halow version that we had in the 2023 version. So we really tried to put a focus on ease of use and get you up and running quickly. So that's the hardware. On the networking side, in the 2023 version, you had to manually connect Yarbo to Wi-Fi, and that was kind of cumbersome at times. So in the 2024 version, the data center offers an instant connection. So it's really fast to set up, which is nice.
Awesome.
Antenna design, so the 2024 version, we have our Wi-Fi Halow antenna and a Bluetooth antenna as well built in. So we didn't have Bluetooth in the 2023 version. Again, it just makes it a lot easier for setting up. And communication protocols. So we have on the 2024 Yarbo, am I looking at the screen too much?
It's fine.
Trying not to, okay. So I'll do the communication protocols.
Yeah, just do the
So the communication protocols, on the 2024 Yarbo core, we use Wi-Fi Halow, so it provides a much better range, more reliable connection, again, specifically for outdoor use cases, right? Where you might have obstructions and things like that. The range can actually reach over 500 meters. With coverage up to 200 meters with obstacles, and it maintains a stable transmission, so really reliable. So the average rate is 10 megabits per second, but it can peak at 15 megabits per second, which is more than enough for our use cases, right? Streaming, GPS data back and forth, and even if you want to do those video feeds and see what Yarbo sees.
Awesome. So the network connection is way more stable in
Absolutely, yeah.
Awesome. And then how to pair the data center with the units?
Sure, so to pair your Yarbo with the data center, just a couple really simple steps. So you're gonna connect your app to Yarbo, super easy over Bluetooth. You're gonna use the app to scan the QR code on the data center, and that's gonna enable pairing mode. Automatically, and then to complete the pairing mode, you're going to press the button on the data center until the blue light flashes, and then once that stays solid for 3 seconds, pairing successful and you're good to go.
Wow, that's really easy.
Yeah, much more streamlined.
Awesome. But what happened? What if like my home internet goes down?
Yeah, so that's a question we get a lot, right? People are always worried, if I don't have an internet connection, what can Yarbo do? So if the data center loses the internet, then you get all of the functionality, except you can't manage your account online.
Oh,
that's it. You can still do everything else. Yeah, because we basically create a local area network within your home and your property so that Yarbo can still do everything that it needs to do internally just with the Yarbo and the data center. So some other things, Bluetooth connectivity. So obviously Yarbo Core has Bluetooth connectivity built in. And so if you're within range of Bluetooth, you can command it to basically do any tasks, again, as long as your data center has connectivity. 4G functionality, that can give you the ability to get Yarbo back on the internet. So an example of that would be if you're away from home and you lose internet to your data center, your home loses internet, but you still have power, you can actually monitor Yarbo remotely, view its cameras over 4G.
Awesome.
Yeah,
like if I'm out of the house, I don't need to worry about what happened for the internet. I still can control the unit.
Absolutely, remotely, yeah, because we're going to do it over 4G. And RTK data transmission. So RTK can still be transmitted, and this is all happening over Halow, over a local area network. And so that's a really big deal too, right? So we're trying to retain as much functionality as we can, which is basically everything except for account management online, as long as that data center is still powered.
Awesome.
Yep, and that could also be, from backup power as well. So if your home loses power, as long as you can power that power over Ethernet to the data center, which is, very low voltage, low power, you're good to go.
Awesome. What happens if I lost the connection or I cannot connect to the data center?
Sure. So yeah, that's another concern, right? So if you lose power at your house altogether, if you have a backup means of power, your data center will stay alive. But let's say worst case scenario, you don't, and now you lose the data center connectivity altogether, right? Your data center is essentially dead. So you can still connect to Yarbo over Bluetooth, right? So as long as you're in range of Bluetooth, you can still manually control Yarbo. And you can also do it over 4G. So, again, if you're driving Yarbo and you want to stream its cameras, right, to your phone, that can actually take place over 4G. So you can still remotely snowblow your driveway, from the comfort of your house, mow the lawn if you needed to. You're manually controlling Yarbo at that point. And that really is the worst case scenario. So at that point, your data center is totally out of the equation. And again, as long as you have some kind of some simple way, a battery, small battery bank, very low voltage, like what you would charge your cell phone with type of thing. As long as that data center can have power, then it could do basically almost all of the tasks with the exception of the account management. But if you completely lose power, you can still use Yarbo manually. And that's really important, right? So you're never dead in the water.
Awesome. So still can control it without a data center.
Yep, absolutely. Just no autonomous tasks, things like that.
All right, good. Thanks. All right, thanks, Ken, for sharing. So our bigger takeaway today is that our setup is way more easier, and then our connectivity is more reliable, and then we have a longer range.
Yep.
All right, thank you, Ken.
Definitely.
And then if you like us some video today, please give a thumbs up and then subscribe us on the YouTube channel, and then don't miss anything next time. Bye.
Bye.